Can't see him, but it's a dog, right? Yep. See? What's up? This is Crook. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah. Just made your whole life.
Right.
This whole day.
Turn around so that people can see you.
Oh my god. We found him at a junkyard. He's a junkyard dog. Crook does not have an Instagram. You know, a lot of people, their dogs have IG pages.
Yeah. He don't need no IG page.
Crook would get into your thought bag if you had IG.
Mm-hmm.
Who would be in Crook's DMs?
Who would be in Crook's DMs?
Yeah.
Honey Cotton.
Oh, Honey Cotton.
Honey Cotton would definitely be in.
Oh no, or would Crook be in Honey Cotton's DMs?
Maybe. It might be the other way around.
Because girls don't like
If
shoot
Beach
their
had
shot.
one.
Girls don't shoot their shot that often.
Girls don't shoot their
No,
shot? I'm
girls-
pretty sure it's a.
Nah, it's subliminal.
But that's still shot
Girls
shooting.
think that like giving like a look or like a like is shooting their shot. Guys are much more like abrupt and upfront about their shot shooting.
Right, but that still qualifies as shot shooting.
I mean, but not everybody would say that. A lot of guys say that girls like don't. They think that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because girls will do like the most subtle thing, like shoot you a glance, and then be so
Mm-hmm.
mad that like the guy didn't recognize that as like.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's more dudes than girls. Like,
Sliding
more
into
dudes
DMs.
trying to slide into DMs versus girls. I'm pretty sure girls do it. I mean, of course they do it. They do it. Y'all do it. I mean, and there's no shame in it. It's not like it's a bad thing. It's just, like, it's so weird. Like, why is it
Nobody said that. It's just, the way that girls are set up is like we don't always make it that obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like guys are like, hey, girl. You know, and girls just like.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a stark contrast in the approach between a dude and a
Like,
woman.
if we did a poll of the percentages of like DM slide-ins, guys versus a poll. DM slide-ins, like guys versus girls, like the percentage would be like 95 to 5% ratio. Because guys are thirsty. I need it! The thing is, girls do try to get chose.
Yeah.
But guys are more obvious with their thirst.
Yeah.
I think is what I'm saying. Like,
I feel like
it's a get chose culture. It's a whole entire get chose.
listen, it's 2019.
It's a pick me culture.
Scientists said we got about 11 more strong ones.
Right?
You better get chose. You better get it's time to choose up. Look, I got chose. I was like, yo, my.
Hey, my little girl.
That yoga pose you just hit.
He cobra posed into my DM.
Yeah, I did research.
Shit.
You gotta do research. But yeah. Catcalling is like sliding into DMs for like
Dudes that were locked up.
niggas that I was trying to not say like for street niggas, but catcalling is sliding into DMs for street niggas, like.
Let me holler at you, 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 let me holler at you. Holla, 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 holla.
They
Oh
just,
snap, that's kind of true.
You heard it here first.
Dudes that was out of society for the years
were incarcerated from
the late 90s to the mid 2000s.
Mid 2000s and below, and you just got out recently.
You are definitely catcalling.
That's how they slide in.
Because political correctness has like slowed down. Well, actually no, that's a lie. You know what? This is all a lie. Because men are so thirsty, they just can't not be. They just can't.
It was a
not.
hot girl summer.
Real hot girl shit. It was a hot girl summer.
The boys are in the yard and they're thirsty.
But guys just will never not shoot their shot. They just won't. They just can't. Guys just, even when they know they're dead and wrong and loud and wrong and just wrong, they just won't not say something.
Yeah, dudes don't really give a fuck. Like,
they don't care. Dudes don't care about anything.
Listen, it could be like, you could post a picture at your grandma's like funeral, like, you know, we love you, Granny. I know you'd be here if heaven wasn't so far away, you know. And then a dude would be like, hard eye emojis, or I don't know. Like,
no, I had a real life example, but it's too shady, so I'm
say it. You gotta bring it up. All right, well, protect the identities.
It's impossible.
Change the story.
It's impossible.
You can't alter it.
No, it's impossible.
Look, what we'll do is we'll put you in the silhouette and put the voice changer on. But it'll still be an afro. It'll still be in here. Yeah, you would not fare well in witness protection.
You're not getting me caught up. That's not happening. Not today. No, so.
I tried. What have we learned so far? Catcalling, sliding DMs for street niggas. Scientists say we got 11 more years here, so get choose up. Nah, it's crazy. I feel like
I've had so many conversations recently with like so many girls.
That's trying to get chose.
I don't think
Come on, say it. You can be honest.
I don't think a lot of people recognize that they plan their entire future around getting chose.
They subconsciously try to get chose.
Yes.
It's like inception.
And it goes both ways. It's not just girls. It's a mutual. It's
Chooseception.
It's an intersectional situation. Now listen, get it how you live it. I am not mad at anybody's bag. As long as you're not hurting nobody, you get it how the fuck you live it, bitch. If that means the pole, if that whatever it is, I love them strippers. But that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is I think a lot of people get male attention or they get likes, and that convinces them that the only way to like get out of like the 9 to 5 is to like catch the attention of like you know a baller or a boss or a figure, whatever you want to call it. Like, I think some people get in that mind state that that's their only way forward instead of planning like a scheme around. It's the get with rich or get rich dichotomy.
Get with rich or die trying.
No, that's not what I said.
Get chose or die trying.
50, don't sue me.
That's the name of the episode.
50, don't sue me.
Get chose or die trying.
Ooh, get chose or die trying.
That's funny as hell.
I do like, ooh, get chose or die trying.
Get chose or die trying.
No, it's true. It's true. Okay. What you just said was ridiculous.
It was completely ridiculous, and I acknowledge that. I'm not. Nope.
I don't even understand why you interrupted
That's premium content.
I don't even understand why you interrupt me to say something so stupid. In any case, clearly,
a lot of that, but please.
Clearly, ladies, it's on us to get rich because these niggas are retarded.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Yes. It's just, there's a lot of brilliant, beautiful, accomplished women who, for some reason, have got it caught in their head that, like, I need to have the most populous Instagram so that way I get with a rich dude so I don't have to work no more. Because working is for...
That's really like
working is terrible. It's true. It's terrible. It's agreed. I don't want to work no more either. And if that works, it works. I mean, if it works, it works. But the problem that I'm realizing, everybody's a creative. there's so many brilliant people, there's so much talent that it's like,
minutes.
I almost think that it's more risky business to put your stakes in like, let me just look as good as possible to catch a bag, even though it does work sometimes. But what's the percentage of like real successful like influencers or those who do get chosen versus like the amount of people who are trying to influence or get chosen? I think the ratio, if you actually look at the numbers, and that's not saying you're not beautiful or smart or talented or great, it's just it's an oversaturated market at this point. The market is saturated. The market is saturated with just beauty, with pretty people. It's just saturated. So the question is, should the focus be so much on trying to catch a bag, or should the focus shift into like, I'm gonna be the bag and you try and get rich, instead of trying to just appear rich while being broke to catch a rich person's attention? Does that make sense, or does that sound?
Nah, I think it's a good amount of people who are like of that mindset, because I feel like when I scroll down my timeline, every other post is like a sponsored like swipe ad or somebody like selling like crochet like pants, or like oh, I model, I do this, and it'd be like normal people, you know what I'm saying? Like, not saying that, not using normal in a derogatory
you mean like
way.
brands, like IG brands?
I'm just saying like where people are like kind of putting themselves as the bag, like putting themselves out there, like, you know, small business owners.
That's different though.
Yeah, no, but it's...
I'm not talking about a product or a craft. What I'm talking about is trying to sell your looks and your personality.
Right, but I'm saying that's what I'd be seeing.
No, but
like,
crochet pants, that's different, because you have a product, that's a business model, it's a little bit different. And selling your personality is also a business, but what I'm saying is, a lot of people think that should be their fate, because it does work. It does work, and it has worked for people, and I know a lot of really beautiful people who are really, really talented and charismatic, who technically, like, if the formula is enough, then it will work. But the problem is, a million people have this.
It's a bottleneck.
A million people have this formula,
like
so it's like, what elevates you out of that element outside of like sheer luck or like a good skill set of manifestation or like networking? Like, how do you not just be one of the a million pretty girls that's like on IG who's like trying to catch like a rapper's attention? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. It's weird. It's different for everybody. Everybody has a different route, you know. But there's so many people like on the same route, you know. Right.
It's just, to me, it's like how sustainable is it if it's such a massive group, or do you have to?
I mean, it's not. Niche? It's.
So you think it's a bubble?
Right now.
Yeah.
The chosen bubble.
Like, I mean, looking at from the perspective of our relationship, and my disclaimer is like, what I'm about to say is not calling me nor Malcolm like basic or regular, right? But it's like me, like who I am and like who my friends are in New York and blah blah blah. Some people would have a certain like mindset of like, oh, you need to go find someone who's already like an entrepreneur, has a business, has $1 million in the bank, like has, you know, who's a mover and a shaker and a million IG followers and blah blah blah. Like, that's a lot of people's standards, which is fine, because you should absolutely have high standards. But I feel like a lot of people miss opportunities to build with people who's like on their same page. Issa Rae was talking about this. Wasn't Issa Rae? It might have been, but if I'm wrong, forgive me if I'm wrong. But she was saying, it may have been one of them, talented ass black woman. I don't remember which one it was. But was saying that a lot during their come up, they realized that they needed to keep finding people who was doing what they do, but was on their level, not like 10 steps ahead as a mentor, not like 10 steps back as like not trying, but people who are on their same page as far as like their advancement level had gotten, or maybe their success level, and networked with those people because they were so hungry and ready to collaborate and do the same thing that she was doing. And then they kept taking each other with each other and like stepping up, and now they're like up here.
It's like
but it was a lateral build.
It's a possibility.
It wasn't like I already need to get into an established situation build. It was to find somebody, Now, we're only talking about actual acknowledgement of the masses, because at the end of the day, as far as like a level goes, like we're already a power couple. We're already like a meeting of brilliant minds. Like you're already a talented ass artist. Like I'm already April, whatever that means to you. Who are you?
It don't mean shit to these people.
I don't care.
They're like, we don't know you.
Now what I'm saying is, though, if you are already like a dope person and then you have another dope person, like y'all, I feel like have more capacity almost to like put together something like like dynamic, because you have the same drive and then you can increase each other and build each other up. Strength in numbers.
It is.
Yes, but that's not what I'm saying.
Nah, it is. Okay, we can get more accomplished as a couple than we could.
Okay, no, that is what I'm saying. And no, it works both ways, because not everything works for all people. Like that's the thing. None of this is like 100% like failure or success. But it's also like I even catch shade in my own social circles, because a lot of the girls that I'm around make a lot of comments about the only types of dudes that they'll even acknowledge or recognize, and sometimes people don't even realize that that's throwing shade subtly, because you can be that way not consciously,
it's making it seem like you kind
of not maliciously, not intentionally. It's not saying that it's intentional,
right?
But it's saying that it's
comes
like
off a way sometimes.
If someone is talking to you about maybe their own standards of what they're trying to accomplish, and they're like, "I'm a bad bitch. I don't attract rappers, actors, ballers, and
why they gotta talk like that?
Because I'm playing a character, and it's
Okay.
I'm just trying to get outside April.
Okay.
I'm trying to get outside April.
Get outside.
Now, what I'm saying is, like, if they're saying these things to you and then saying, like, I would never entertain a dude that don't already own 3 homes. I would never entertain a dude that can't take me immediately out of my 9 to 5. I would never look twice at a dude that doesn't have a Beamer Benz and Bentley already. By the time I get there, I'm going to pull up to the Benz Bentley, the Chanel's, the Fonels, the Versace's. And that's fine, and it's cool to have kids. And if you run straight into that, and they're on your level, and they feel your vibe, and y'all get together, but don't you realize how talking to someone who actually wants to build with somebody, maybe who already isn't into all of it, could even come off as a little bit like, oh, okay, so you saying that, I just made a wrong turn, left turn. But to me, it doesn't bother me, because I don't get into that like ego state where I'm personally offended by, you know what I mean? Like some people are very sensitive, very easily offended, and I could say like, oh, I hate tall men. I think all tall men are disgusting. And then they look at their tall husband and they're like, my husband like, you want to fight? But
like, damn.
Because I know the perspective game and the perception game, I don't even get into that type of like.
Tall nigga envy.
I don't even get into that type of like discord with my own self or with the people around me, because I mean, the things people do consciously versus unconsciously, you think you have control of your mind, so your emotional state, you just don't. It's just a matter of fact. Like you just don't.
Most people don't.
They don't realize what's going on the inside. So I've
it's
learned
like being
to
a
not
functional
be
alcoholic,
bothered and to not judge and to not get. But it's very interesting that I feel like I'm surrounded by talented, beautiful women who do think that like their way should be the way of the chosen, instead of being like,
it's just I'm so ancient martial arts.
I'm so smart, like let me start up this or that. And like I said, I'm not like judging either path, because I think like whichever path works for you, it works. And I mean, obviously the easy route is the best route, you know.
The easy route is the best route? No,
not like that, not like solidly, but I'm just saying, like, if you could just go straight, then why would you zigzag? I already know my life path ain't no straight. My life path be like this.
Why go to college when you can go straight to the league?
Because the universe would be like, bitch, you gonna learn this lesson. Oh, you didn't learn it last time? Let me bring it back. Right. Oh, you still didn't learn? Okay, here's another one for you.
I know a shortcut. That should be like.
So like I've learned the beauty that comes inside of like our struggles and even trying to figure out how to build our stuff up. So I guess that's why my perspective on that is just like it's interesting. Like it's different because at the end of the day, how much Instagram can we?
How much, man? How much is too much? How much is enough? Do you know? When is the last time you looked in the mirror?
It's crazy.
I'm talking to all of you. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, it's like, do it even matter? Does any of this even matter? No.
No.
It don't.
It's just a game. It's like a humanity game. I like to hypothesize, theorize, philosophize. Ooh, pause. I like to just, I do like to explore the human condition and talk about it and diagnose it and break it down. But at the end of the day, I think that every single person's human experience is so daftly different, like that.
Did you say daftly?
That was by accident. I said daftly.
This is going off the rails. Niggas ain't going. They gonna be like, this shit. This is funny that we figuring this out right now. We didn't have time to discuss this pre-production.
I'm gonna pretend like he didn't say it.
Damn, we've been talking for 27 minutes. What you want to do?
How y'all feel out there?
And I like to say male as a juxtaposition because men always love calling women females, which is disrespectful. But we call them men.
Females.
So here and there, I like to say male so they could catch that sass as well.
Dudes don't
In
pick
any
it up.
case, it doesn't matter. You know?
They don't.
If you know, you know.